jumping on your career.
Yeah.
You've done a whole bunch of things that I'm
Mhm.
sure, some of you probably expected or wanted to do, and then some you didn't expect to happen.
100%.
But at this point, just as of today, where you are in your career,
Mhm.
would you say that it has gone just as planned, or would you say that it has exceeded what you ever thought it could be?
Well, I mean, with anybody, I mean, I have dreams and expectations just like anybody else. And even when you come to one plateau, you're ready to jump to something else. But I always am excited about being exactly where God has, what God has for me and where it is that He needs me to be. And sometimes, people think, for me, I'm a firm believer in knowing that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. And sometimes you can do things to kind of get you off that path, and you can, thank God, you can find your way back, but I'm also a believer in, there's a blessing behind closed doors.
Yeah, exactly.
So sometimes things that you think may be, things that are, that you really wanted to do, and places that you wanted to go, and people that there's a reason why that just wasn't for you. And then the door opens, and then you say, oh, I see why. So yeah, I'm excited to be exactly where I am. And the reason that I would even say that it has exceeded what I could ever dream about, I just remember being a kid at home, and I would watch people like Karen Clark and Vanessa Bell Armstrong and Patti LaBelle and Stevie Wonder, and think of these people with these amazing voices and mimic them and try to and say that's what I want. Whatever that amazingness that they have in their voices and the way they go for it, that's what I want to train myself to do. It wasn't to just be a singer. I just wanted to be an extraordinary. That was what I always thought about. I remember just looking at people thinking, people respond to that when Karen Clark does that, when Stevie Wonder says that, and the way they, that's how, obviously. So for me, it has definitely exceeded any of my expectations, because to be able to dial Patti LaBelle on the phone, and Karen Clark texting me back and forth, and we're just talking, and people like Stevie Wonder, where I'm sitting across from him, and India's like, oh, Stevie, Terrell's over there, right? And I'm thinking, these are the people that I can't believe this, So yes, it did. I knew that I would probably become a singer. I had no idea that not only would I become a singer, but be respected by someone like Patti LaBelle,